Tweed, and today I'm going to show you how to do a charcoal drawing using the subtractive method. The supplies that you are going to need are soft compressed charcoal, a white Conti crayon, a kneaded eraser, pink pearl eraser, and a drawing pencil. So to begin, we will take our image and you begin by mapping out the corners in each corner, and then you go through and use a ruler and get the outline. This way we can enlarge the picture. Before you can lay down any charcoal though, it is very important to map out your drawing and get it all drawn out beforehand. So that's what we're going to begin doing now. So what I'm doing is I'm doubling the size of the picture, the 5x7 image that we already have. So I'm going to look at the negative space, the white against the black, and determine how deep into the picture the head of the seagull is going to go. The little platform that the seagull is standing on, up through here. Make his head a little bit taller. Okay, so there's your first step in drawing the outline of your seagull. Okay, your next step, once you have all the drawing done, is you're going to take your charcoal and completely cover the surface pretty lightly of your drawing, cover the surface of your drawing with the charcoal, just pretty lightly. And because we're doing the subtractive method, you're going to go through and erase what we just laid down. So once you have it all shaded in, your picture plane, just take some toilet paper, some soft quality toilet paper or paper towel, and rub it all in. Now what we're going to do is you're going to take your kneaded eraser and go in and erase your bright whites. So we'll go into the head of the seagull and begin erasing the whites that we are seeing. And there's some white feathers back in here. Okay, and that's about all the white that we have in the image. So now we are going to take our charcoal and draw in the black spaces that we have. So just look back to your image. You can draw his platform that he's standing on. And we can go in and create the bill. So let's go ahead now and do the feathers on his back. They're a good mid-tone. We can leave a lot of this background color because that's the mid-tone that we're going to need for the back of his feathers. We're just going to go through and define them a little bit more. Look at the blacks. Okay, and you can go through and smoothen out what you've just done. And it'll also lighten, it'll pick up the charcoal and lighten what you've just laid down, so it won't be as drastic. His feet, so we'll go back in and work around the white that we erased. Go ahead and go in with a Q-tip, just because it's a smaller detail area, so we'll go in with the Q-tip and lighten up the dark so it doesn't smear as much of the foot that we need. Okay, and now we can go into the post that the seagull is standing on and make it a little darker so it looks like he's actually standing on something to contrast the color of the water. Okay, and there's a plank that we have that the seagull is standing on. And we can go back in with a pink pearl eraser because it's a firmer eraser and get a denser line quality. So we'll go back in and erase these whites in the tail feathers. The greatest part about working with charcoal is that it is almost impossible to make a mistake. You can always go back in and lighten the charcoal up by smudging it away or completely erasing it. It is just as forgiving as working with pencil, but it's more fun, more fast, and provides more contrast. Fix anything you messed up. And the underside of the wooden plank is going to be darker because there's not as much light showing on it, so it's going to be almost black. After you're happy with the point that it's at, you can go through and just work on the background. Since it is water, there are going to be some vague highlights. So just kind of look at the tones of the water. It's darker towards the bottom of the page, and it lightens up towards the horizon of the ocean. So just make your picture plane darker, like how we did in the beginning, by just smudging the charcoal all over the picture plane. Okay, and then you can go back through with your eraser and just pick up the little ripples of the water. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going through the water and picking up any shapes that I see. Right about here, there's a dark area, but on top of it there's sort of an angled line. So I'm just picking up just the very broad basic shapes that I see in the water. Okay, and you can always go in with your soft toilet paper and just kind of smear it and blend it together. And then it's important to take a step back from your drawing because when you're working so close to something, it's hard to see what you're actually producing. So make sure that you're taking a break and stepping back from your image, just so you kind of have a fresh approach when you look at it. And then go along the edge of his beak. Okay, and then you can go into the water and to create kind of like a smooth image or smooth texture, just pull it across. And then once you're happy with what you've created, you can call it done. And take the same medium that you've been working in and go ahead and sign it. Okay, and you're done with your drawing. The next and most important step that you're going to do is to fix your drawing. You can buy the fixative at any arts and crafts store, and it's about $8 a can. Or what you can do is buy just some cheap hairspray. But make sure it's the aerosol hairspray because that way you can get a nice coating over your whole image. And once you spray it with the hairspray, the charcoal that you just laid down won't go anywhere. So that way you can transport your charcoal image and it won't smudge. And once you spray it, you're completely finished and you have successfully created your first charcoal image. Good luck with all your future art endeavors.